gap's edging up towards the minute mark, and with only a short distance of 5.5 kilometres to go, it's essentially all over. Any efforts they put in now are going to be done. Good work. Here we are, out front, until we push on. It's interesting what you were saying about the team competition, Brian, and these guys wanting minor positions, and why not have a go? Wiggins' team also represented here up the road, and that's good to see. We lost Owen Doull a little bit earlier today, but Mark Christensen, why not? Good finishing position it'll be, fourth on the day if he gets there.
Yeah, Mark Christian really going for it now. The Manxman, Owen Doull, made his way back to this group, but maybe a little too late. I thought this was a great opportunity for someone like Mark Christian to do a ride here. It looks to have distanced the riders behind, but again on his own to close down 55 seconds to, you know, the three riders in front. I think he's left it a little too late.
I think so, but I'm just going to see if he comes in view round that corner in a few moments' time. He may well, but yes, he is. There he is. 55 seconds. I don't know if he's got the legs. He might have a belief at 4.4 kilometres, but it has to be something very, very dramatic. And the rest, the chasers just suddenly reveal themselves as well. Here he is. He's using the power of the camera bike in front of him just to take a little bit
along.
of.
He's flying along, but the thing is, I don't think these guys are going to mess around. If they do, and he makes that a huge effort to come across, what's he going to have left?
Yeah.
You know, the fresher legs will be in front, but he's having a good go, which we all would like to see, and as I said, we want to see the Brits do well, and Mark Christian is definitely a really talented bike rider.
Well, nice to see him giving it full beans at the moment. How he'll deliver it,
I don't think it's 55 seconds though.
No, it doesn't look like that, but then again, I think it may well be a visual. Probably about 35 though, nonetheless, but he's eating into it. I don't know how aware these guys are of him. We doubted the clock before and it looked to be moderately okay, but it hasn't moved for too long, to be honest. And I think he may well just, he certainly looks like he's riding with belief, that's for sure.
Yeah, you can see the carrot in front of him, and he's trying his hardest. Stuyven now, Garnieri, and trying to come across as well to him. So if these three riders join, then potentially they can, you know, fly across a 20-30 second gap, and just see Mark Christian trying to get onto the wheel of the Garnieri, the Katusha rider. So these are two strong riders. Mark Christian just has to stay there, but this gap will be coming down fairly quickly because you can just see the speed of these three riders now.
Well, Garnieri for Katusha, 28-year-old, he's had some great results in the past. He needs to do something unbelievable today if he's going to make it stick, but looking at those from the breakaway now, just suddenly revealing themselves. They've taken out the clock, which suggests that there is an issue there, a timing issue. With 2.8 kilometres to go, though, it's only 1,800 metres, of course, to the Flamme Rouge, and then they're going to have some belief. I still think that this trio are going to make it. Well, let's find out, shall we? No conversation between them, none required, to be honest. They know the task at hand, Brian.
Yeah, they have been working well together, but Stuyven, Garnieri and Mark Christian still have about 30 seconds to make up, and with 2 kilometres to go now, I think it's going to be very difficult. They're going to have to make a huge effort, and when they get there, these riders are now starting to think of the finish. The finishing climb is 1.7 kilometres in length. It's a third category climb, so they'll soon be on it, and then we'll start to see some action.
Brian's got his little stopwatch going, which is good. So from now, there's some pretty tight turns. They've just taken one of them. That was the most focused of them, with a little rise. That's what we're on right now. There will be, we're onto sort of grid pattern, sort of road design that's common in this part of the world. And we're going to have a 90-degree sharp junction turn to the Flamme Rouge. Just after it, that's a left-hander, by the way, just after the Flamme Rouge is a right-hander to take us towards the finish, with a final left-hander at the very end. More gentle indeed. And here we are. This is that sort of 90 degrees that we're talking about.
35 seconds.
There we are. So well, maybe they're listening to us, Brian. 35 seconds. I don't think it's doable, retrievable at this point.
I don't think so. I don't think so. They're just starting the climb now, so I think the gap will close, because obviously it's just natural the chasers will want to get closer. But to make up 35 seconds in this last climb, it's a big effort from behind if you want to try and win the stage.
Well, it's bouncing around all over the place. As you can see, it says they've only got 500 metres to go, and I think I haven't seen the Flamme Rouge just yet, but there you go. And suddenly pings out to 0.9. I don't think they've been under the Flamme Rouge just yet, but we are on our climb, and they're starting to get worried. They're looking behind, Ryan. Yeah,
automatically they've it's been a long day for them, 212 kilometres after a very difficult stage yesterday. They know there's a stage went up for grabs, and you know, they're just trying to wait for the attacks to start. They'll look behind, they'll see these three riders, and they'll start to get nervous, and this is where experience will come in. Zandio is in a very good position at the moment. 1 kilometre to go for these three riders.
Finally, we get there. Here we are. Just a brief hoarding to indicate to us how far. And just looking further back, and we've got a proper chase going on at the moment. And Stuyven decides that he wants to get something out of today, and he really is starting to attack the incline. Wise to it, Xabi Zandio just holds on to Skynes at the moment. Adam de Vos is also there. Late push, but I think possibly too late. And they're starting to just break across the road as they take that nasty right-hander. There's a left-hander just to the line that they still got to do, but road space, plenty of that to play with. But for the time being, Zandio is just offering up a little bit of support. They stay locked together with this man closing. Jesper Stuyven took the Brussels Kern this year. You'll suddenly see him appear around the corner. He's being filmed as we speak, and there he is. Meanwhile, this trio still have belief as Stuyven buries himself in the chase down. They're weaving all over the road, and Skynes it is that goes to one side. De Vos and Zandio just following for now. I think it's going to be fourth place at best for Stuyven. So one of these guys is going to suddenly break for it, and I think it might well be De Vos of Rally who's first to reach out, is it? They're looking at each other, staring each other potentially into the abyss. They're getting very, very close to the line right now, and still driving into the gap is Jesper Stuyven. Here he is. You'll see him suddenly revealed on your screens. There it is, but they're under the 200-metre mark, I think, to go. The finish line is just around the corner. He's still believing, hoping that these guys really do come to a slow bicycle race. And that's what they're engaging in right now, just trying to put something in the bank so that they can invest it in the very, very last push for home. But still pushing on is Jesper Stuyven. My goodness, it's a brave effort by him. I think he may well get the whatever it's called, the entertainment award for later on today. We shall see. But right now it's surely about this trio as they're about to make the turn. Tom Skynes, who instigated this push out of the initial breakaway, is still there, and they're going to disappear out of sight of the pursuing Jesper Stuyven from Trek Sagafredo. He's looking for some time, but unfortunately it's not going to be 17 minutes and 28 today for him. Sails into the hoardings, and these guys suddenly open up. It is De Vos that goes first. Skynes just latches onto him. Zandio, I think, is going to let them have it, but who is going to lay the killer blow right now? De Vos is there. Likewise, Tom Skynes, who looks so good in the mountains, and I don't think there's going to be anyone to stop him. He takes it. He's done this before, and he likes it a lot, so he's done it again. Skynes is there ahead of De Vos. Zandio and Jesper Stuyven comes across the line for a creditable fourth place. There's hats all over the place, or are they gauntlets? I'm not sure. Well, a few were thrown down today, not many picked up. Stuyven comes in, brave for him, but what a great win for Tom Skynes.
Yeah, great win for the 24-year-old Latvian. He did it last year, and does it again this year. He looked fairly confident coming up that finishing straight. The weakest in the group was Zandio. Hats off to De Vos, but just look at the yellow jersey coming in. He might be stealing 1 second here on the line.
That's what he's hoping for, some gaps out there. He needs as many seconds as he possibly can get out of Philippe going into the time trial. Lost last year's race by 2 seconds, don't forget. And there is Sagan just coming across the line. Alaphilippe's nemesis from last time by. No stage win for Sagan today. It won't be potentially one for him in Folsom tomorrow. Santa Rosa, I think, is possibly his next chance to add to his 2-stage wins. But frankly, he looks a bit tired, and I'm not surprised by it.
Yeah, hard stage. Just noticed the white jersey coming across, so the line.